Well, things continue to get worse for the Acolyte trailer. As you know, yesterday I did a video talking about how close the dislike to like ratio was. That has now changed. The dislike ratio has grown quite a bit in the past 24 hours, and it's getting worse and worse for Kathleen Kennedy's little pet project, the Acolyte. She hired, never forget this, she hired the personal assistant to Harvey Weinstein to come make this, which is why everyone's been mocking this line, "Close your eyes now, what do you see?" That's exactly what Leslie Headland did every time Harvey brought an actress into his office. Because there's no way in hell she was his personal assistant and never saw anything. And I find it funny how she hasn't been touched at all by the media. Think about if this was, I don't know, anybody, like some dude or something that did this, that they didn't like or didn't agree with them in some way, they would be smearing that fact that they worked for Harvey Weinstein all over the place. But because Leslie Headland has embraced the message and is quite the open LBGTQ plus Z9727961AXY garage door HDTV community member, they just give her a pass. They don't say anything. But it's funny watching this. Man, that ratio is just getting worse and worse. The comments aren't any better. Woke garbage, stuff like that. Veneer, reality is actually crazier than the South Park episode. So this has really got the media mad, too, by the way, that he reacts to this stuff and talks about it, that he's not that far on the left scale. I'm pretty sure Elon leans left. But he doesn't go far enough because, like we've always said, anything to the right of Stalin is a Yahtzee with these people. So the fact that he doesn't go along with all of their crazy radical bullshit makes him a Yahtzee. I'm positive he doesn't lean right. He's more center left, I think, is where Elon Musk lands. But that's not good enough. You have to go all the way. They're actively pulling people farther left. And if you don't come with them, you're a Yahtzee. And it's going to get worse. This is going to be a year. This is going to be a year of madness. Reality is actually crazier than the South Park episode. So this is what he was responding to, is this video of Leslie Headland describing what she wanted to turn Star Wars into. And, well, just listen to it yourself and tell me listen to this and tell me you still think this show is going to be good if you had that. Listen to this. This is her summing it up.
When I saw Frozen as a grown-ass woman, I cried through the entire movie. There was just something about the relationship between the sisters, the like de-villainization of the classic kind of fairy tale bad guy, the concept of true love being between two sisters and not a heterosexual relationship. Like it just destroyed me completely. And I thought, gosh, I would love to make something like this that is, for lack of a better term, Disney, meaning it's something that like my parents would have allowed me to see when I was younger as a queer person.
Gotcha.
But I would have been able to understand as a queer person. And I think I would have had a completely different life. And so I really was inspired by it and was like, God, I would love to make a story like this. And so when I was developing this original idea to pitch to Kathleen, I thought, well, it can't just be that. When you're pitching Star Wars, you have to pull from what, George was also interested in. Like, it can't just be like, well, I'm referencing, especially if you're going to set something, during the High Republic or end of High Republic into prequels, you don't have the Skywalker saga. Like, you can't reference a character that was created by George and or Filoni. Like, you have to create your own new characters.
I mean, I'll at least give her that. At least she's making her own new characters. Too bad that's not going to be the case. I believe Yoda is alive during this time that she's putting this show in, and I guarantee you're going to see Yoda. You might even see Chewbacca, because I think he's old enough to at least be in this as a kid. They're going to put everything they can into this because that's what they have to do to make money. They have to jangle them keys. We want to see a young Yoda? Jangle, jangle, jangle. You can come see him hang out with the lesbian Jedi or whatever they're going to do here. All I know is Star Wars just keeps getting worse and worse, and I'm actually shocked that people are still interested in this show or in this franchise at all. To me, it starts and ends with those 6 movies, the prequels and the original trilogy. That's all. That's it. There isn't anything else. You could maybe make the case for Rogue One, because I do. That's the only good thing that Disney has put out, is that Rogue One movie. Other than that, I think it's all been dog shit. Even the first 2 seasons of The Mandalorian are kind of overrated. And it doesn't really matter, in my opinion, what they are, because they ruined them with that Book of Boba Fett, Mandalorian Season 3. All that shit ruined those first 2 seasons, because that's where it goes regardless. So, Elon Musk, keep dunking on him. I like all this negative attention to Star Wars, because for one, I know it drives the woke media insane, and it drives Disney insane. Disney does not want all of this happening as their vote quickly approaches. And hopefully Peltz and all of them get on the board to cause chaos for Bob Iger. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comments below. I would like to hear from all of you guys on this. What do you think about the state of Star Wars? What do you think about the upcoming vote for the board from all the stockholders? What are your thoughts on that? Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. And I will see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters, so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my locals.